Are you interested in geopolitics?
I'm not interested in politics in general.
At all? Everyone had their own truths? Do you know the population of your country?
Well, here I found out something like 140
Learned
million.
in Captivity. Yes?
Well, yes.
I understand that, yes. How many books have you read here?
I read a few, yes.
Were you reading before Captivity?
Yes, I did.
Read? I mean, there are just dudes who say that my first book that I read from beginning to end was here in Captivity.
No, yes, I read before that too.
What did you read? Which one is your favorite?
Science fiction.
Fiction. What will your wife say now?
I don't know, I haven't talked to her for a long time.
So, she doesn't answer. We'll find out now.
Can I smoke?
You can. She hasn't read the message yet. Hello. Do you know me?
No.
I don't even know if this is good or bad. My name is Dmitry. I'm a journalist. From Ukraine. Your husband is in captivity. Do you know?
I know.
Well, if you want to talk to him, congratulate him on his birthday, I need your consent to record and publish the conversation on American YouTube.
I give my agreement to communicate with my spouse.
I need consent to record and then publish your conversation.
I give my agreement. I have no choice.
There is always a choice. You can say no, and that will be the end of it.
No, I want to hear and see my husband. I agree.
That's great. You don't say where you are and you don't say who you are with.
I understand.
And I won't hold the phone for you.
Hello, dear.
I understand. Here is democracy.
Hello, dear. How is Nasya doing? In general, do you know that I am in captivity before this call?
Yes. How did you know? My heart told me. I just drove these thoughts away from myself, and the fact that you didn't get in touch and understood everything. For a very long time, I couldn't come to terms with it and believe it.
But I could have been dead already after all.
No, I had a dream. We are praying for you and keeping our fingers
Called
crossed.
me for his birthday.
We are talking to your father, so that he doesn't get upset. He prays for you and worries.
Thanks God.
I'll come visit him soon. This is our apartment from which I am talking to you.
Good.
Congratulations to us.
Did you buy an apartment? Yes?
Yes.
Show the apartment.
To whom?
To me? I'm interested.
We just moved in. We haven't done any renovations yet. We haven't done anything. Our apartment is
How
ordinary.
much does it cost?
3 rubles.
3 million.
Yes.
And how is it for blood money?
Nothing?
Why nothing?
What?
Well, that's cool. Housewarming. We bought an apartment. He went to kill Ukrainians.
Dmitry, I'll interrupt you. How do you know how I feel? What are my feelings and emotions? Why are you attributing your opinion to me? What blood money? What do you think?
Why me?
Why are you asking me provocative questions? Why are you
Why
doing
am I
this?
attributing? Have I taken it to him before? I did. He said that he wanted to buy an apartment. God sent him an injury once. He didn't have enough. He went a second time.
And who said that he went there himself?
That's another question. That's what he wanted.
See how convenient it is for you to say that's a different question, but you cannot delve into a person's soul.
Let's delve into the soul. What bad did the Ukrainians do to you that you went to kill us? Answer this question for me.
Who went to kill them? I didn't went to kill anyone.
Look, he's wearing a military uniform.
Dmitry, stop misleading me. He didn't took a rifle, didn't no sign the verdict for himself and the contract. He is not a volunteer or contractor. They came to him, brought him as humans, took him away, took him and brought him there.
Were you captured with flowers or with a rifle?
With a rifle.
He was captured with a rifle. Why did they give you a rifle?
Well, it's natural.
Why did they give you a rifle?
Defend yourself.
On whose land?
In Ukrainian.
Defend yourself on Ukrainian soil? Why didn't they give you a shield?
Well, that's how it is.
Why the hell should you solve your housing problems at our blood's cost? This is a conversation. She say that it's convenient for me to talk like that. Let's talk like this.
Like what?
She say that you did not come to attack us and kill us. That you were sent by force.
Ministry of Defense.
And if you were ordered by Ministry of Defense to jump from the 9th floor, would you jump?
Don't know.
It's one thing when...
What do you mean, I don't know? Wait. What do you mean, I don't know? Your Ministry of Defense... Okay, that's different. The Ministry of Defense is telling you to kill this civilian with a rifle. Your actions.
Well, I wouldn't kill a civilian.
What about a military man?
I wouldn't kill anyone at all.
What do you mean, would not kill anyone? You've been running around with a rifle for a year. You lay mines on which our guys are killed or guys die. Are you not involved? 2 murders.
This is a military operation. This is a war going on. He did not
And
himself.
who the hell? Who started the war?
This question is not for me, truly, frankly, honestly. No skulking, without pretense. Who started the war?
Your
Who
turn.
did not? There
Your
are
turn.
military people too. There's
Your turn.
material
Just
law.
wait,
He went
please.
to
Which
defend his
goddamn
homeland.
homeland he did went to defend in Ukraine? What nonsense are you talking about?
Wait, you also have propaganda on Ukraine. We also have our own people, journalists, media.
On Russia? Look,
I'm not
let's
watching.
come...
I stopped
Let's
watching a
come
long
to an
time ago.
agreement. You say on Ukraine, I say on Slavzhzhia. Firstly. Second,
Where?
on Slavzhzhia.
Where? What does this mean?
This is in your country. This is what it means.
Mine. Well, I understand. Russia, Ukraine.
What?
Basically, we are Slavic people. I want to say this.
Look.
Don't
your-
argue with me on that.
Look, your king took him and sent him to die. According to him, 500 like him from his regiment, from his brigade, went down, dead and wounded. You want to tell me that he went... Huh?
I didn't hear. Dmitry, why according to him? You ask anyone, they will tell you how many die on your side, on our side.
How many of you died?
The media announces how many died.
How many dead are they announcing to you?
I'm telling you, I stopped watching TV a long time ago.
Announce.
And be interested in this situation.
Announce.
What exactly?
How many wounded?
In this situation, because there is no truth anywhere. Everyone has their
Wait,
own truth. This is
how
my
many
point of
wounded?
view.
RF, soldiers.
I can't say for sure.
Well, no, you're watching on TV.
We don't have those on TV.
Are you watching it on TV here?
Well, here I'm
How
watching
many?
it on TV. More than 370,000.
Have you heard?
How many?
370,000 according to estimate statistics.
I repeat once again. I stopped watching a long time ago.
Let's get back to the basic question. You're talking about him defending his homeland, right? You started with that.
Yes.
Is Ukraine his homeland?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. He also has roots in Ukraine, grandmothers and grandfathers. That's not the point. I initially said we are all Slavs, Russians, Ukrainians, and
No.
Belarusians. I want to say that the question here is a little different. They gave him a rifle, gave him as humans. Go and serve, right? Protect.
Whom to protect? What does protect mean? Whom to protect?
Well, Dmitri, you're a wise man, an intelligent man. You didn't come from some nowhere. You understand perfectly well how it works. Propaganda. And this is the law of the Russian Federation. Is he a citizen of the Russian Federation?
How
Answer
should
me
I
the
know?
question.
Well, maybe.
Citizen of the Russian
Well,
Federation.
probably yes.
So, neither Kazakhstan, nor Lithuania, nor Latvia, nor Estonia, and so on. He is a citizen of the Russian Federation under Russian laws. Because he is a citizen of the Russian Federation. They came to him and brought him as humans and told him to appear. Now, in general, in the Russian Federation, they send humans by public service app. Whether you want it or not. Even if you haven't seen these humans, you're obliged
Okay, that's
to
good.
appear at the military registration and
That's good.
enlistment
What
office.
next?
You tell me they gave him
Okay,
a rifle and
next.
told him to go.
What next?
Naturally, they told everyone so.
What next? You...
He is not a contractor
Okay,
or a
what
volunteer.
next? They tell him to go defend your homeland, right? Your words.
That's right. Yes.
The question is, where is his homeland? Logical question, simple. Well, it's a simple
Let's
question.
do this. I'll paraphrase so that we don't go around in circle
But
like
can
this.
you answer the question?
Go defend the interests of your homeland. That is, if you, for example, you heard what the slogan was. If not today, then tomorrow they will attack us. Right? Here you go. Here's a rifle. Here's his humans. Some pants, underwear, socks. Go and defend yourself. Defend so that the enemy does not come to you and destroy you. You understand all this perfectly well. You're just provoking me now. I'm direct and open. I'm telling you as it is, right?
That's right, that's why.
And you say he went to kill.
For this reason, I ask that...
Not all of your guys want to fight either. For example, I have a friend who lives in Lviv. He doesn't want to kill. Not his brotherly nation. He just wants to live in
Can you
peace.
shut up? Why are you babbling? Please wait, just wait a second. You chatter and chatter. I want us to have a dialogue, not a monologue. We figured it out, his favorite country.
I didn't let him say anything. I first listened
What
it to
is it?
you. Now I'm telling you.
What is it? Can I at least say something? Watch it again. We have already figured it out. Your super country gave him as humans without asking him. Just say, go and defend. Where were you captured?
Zaporizhzhia region.
Zaporizhzhia region. Is this his homeland?
No, it's logical.
No, it's logical.
He went to stand up for the interests of his country. I rephrased it and corrected it
Which
again.
interest? Okay, then my next question is logical. What are the interests of his country in my Zaporizhzhia region?
He has no interests on your territory, but there are states of the Russian Federation, the Ministry of Defense. It doesn't matter who gave him as humans, gave him a rifle, as you put it, and said to hold the line, defend yourself, because tomorrow they will come to you. And you know perfectly well, why do I need this question? I'm already
Fine.
telling you. And you say we're
Look,
getting a monologue.
you're an adult. Have you seen the territory of Ukraine? Have you seen the territory of Ukraine?
No, I have never been on Ukraine. Never in my life.
In Ukraine. Learn this word.
Well, it doesn't matter to me. You don't have to attribute it to me, in or on. As I understand it, that's how I will say it.
Okay, on Russia. What are the interests in Zaporizhzhia region?
Am I a politician? Am I a ruler? Am I holding some kind of position in power for you to ask me such a question?
What do you mean? Look, I asked...
I cannot
asked
answer such a question. I have no interests.
I want
Personally,
you
I
to
have no
become a little
interests.
smarter, just a bit. Population in Russia, how many people? Huh?
I don't know.
You even don't know, right?
I can't say no, I really don't know.
What is the population of Ukraine?
I don't know. Why ask again? I don't know how many people that we have. I
Map
can't
on
say.
Russia. Have you ever seen the map of your Zaporizhzhia? Map.
Russian Federation, 300 years ago. Yes, I saw a map.
Have you seen the map of Ukraine?
No. More questions to the question. No, I
Let's
haven't
do
seen
the
it.
next thing. I'm calling you from a number where instead of my avatar there is your Zaporizhzhia and our Ukraine. Open it up. You can open
I
it.
don't need it, but why? You can simply explain it to me in words. With your hands, show your territory, our territory. What do you want from me?
Okay. Ukraine is 33 times smaller than Russia. 33 times.
This is what you wanted to
Yes.
say, that's it? Now I
And
understand.
now the next one. And now the next one. Not a question, but a statement that will break your phrase that if you had not attacked first, we would have attacked. How could we attack you if we are 33 times smaller? This is one. And second, why do we need this? Your army at the start of the war was 6 times larger in number than our army. It's a simple math.
I understand mathematics, not mathematics. Please explain to me your position, why you are trying to tell me this. Convey what you want. What's sought for me? You are talk to me constructively. Why are you telling me here are the numbers? Speak directly without being offensive. Tell me directly, I can hear you. Ask me questions directly. If I have the competence, I will answer you yes, no, I don't know, and so on. Ask a question. What
I'm
do
not
you
at
want to
all.
convey?
Look, do you know what the situation is? How long have you been in captivity?
3.5 months.
3.5 months. If you want, I can prove very easily why she doesn't give a damn about you. Easy, just like that. Want? I
Please.
ask a question. Yes, I don't know. It's your relationships, I don't give a damn about them. Because at the beginning of the conversation with her, I asked if she knew me or not. What did she say?
No.
If you want, I'll open it for you and put the phone down when we finish talking. Oh, so be it. How many unread messages do I have?
668.
Do you know whose messages these are?
No.
Wives and mothers of guys like you who are looking for and hoping that he is alive in captivity. For 3.5 months, she did not find 10 seconds of time to write to me. Write to Zolkin and ask a question. Send your name, send your photo, and ask a question. Is there such a guy in captivity? She was choosing an apartment and she hoped that you were no longer alive. Because she'll get what? That's right, payment for the deceased dude.
Well, if she...
The report is finished.
I want you.
Argue with me. Prove me wrong.
I won't argue. For
Is
what?
there truth in my words? So you don't think I made it up? Cool, I said so you don't think I made it up. Did you even know that she was buying an apartment?
It was in our plans.
She bought an apartment without even knowing whether you were alive or not. How would that?
Felt it.
Didn't consult. Didn't find out what's going on. Maybe she needs to grieve you're no longer alive. She herself said that there is no news about you. Only that she had some sort of feeling. She doesn't run around, doesn't put you on the lists. By the way, the video with you was posted on our Telegram channel. If she tried to find you, she would find you. It posted with you. These are just facts, you know. Fact-checking. There has been no contact with you for 3.5 months. She doesn't do anything because... How much were the 600?
68.
668 messages. I read them. I answer some people. I don't answer others by the mood. But she wasn't there. But we all understand perfectly well what it means to buy an apartment. How did she buy an apartment without your consent? You have to sign documents. Consent is it a type of purchase for a lot of money. It is necessary to prove that this money was not stolen. It works for you, I know. You can't go buy something expensive without getting consent from the other person. Well, that's how it works for us.
I didn't delve into these issues.
Hear the story. Smoke. Wait, don't smoke. Let's finish. I hang up because the concept is if we had attacked you, if you had not attacked us, then we would have attacked, but you understand that this is nonsense. You have more tanks than we had military units. Everything in general. How could we? Look at the picture she's looking at. As far as I understand, you didn't study much geography, right?
Not really. I studied in Kazakhstan, in another country.
This is your shit. This is us. What do you think? Try to tell me like this. It's even possible in theory for us to attack you.
In theory, no.
But in practice? No too? Well, if not in theory, then not in practice. Do you agree?
Well, yes.
The myth that we could attack you.
With the support of other countries, NATO.
Why would anyone do this? Why weren't you attacked before? Why when the USSR was falling apart?
They were probably preparing for this.
For what?
Well, to the attack,
Moreover,
of course.
for the moment.
I'm not particularly political
By the
either.
time you attacked us on February 24th, we only had 12 or 14 javelins. We're awesomely prepared.
I did not delve into all these issues, political
I'm
in
saying
nature.
logical things without forcing anything.
Logical things, of course.
How many planes do you have?
Well, I only know the ones who were shut down, more than 300.
We have never had so much of them on our territory to accommodate the 300 aircraft, maintain them, and for them to fly. We don't have that many pilots.
They study abroad. I know it again from the news.
Are school children sent there?
Of course not.
Well, cool picture. You even stated yourself that in theory it wouldn't even be possible to attack. At the time you attacked us on February 24th, your army numbered 1 million people. We had about 200,000. In the first days, 880,000 people came from you. You have more troops like you and manpower than all our armed forces, together with headquarters and rear personnel. You know that if there are 1,000 soldiers, then what kind of rear is needed for them?
Well, the same.
The same. The number of people with rifles at the time you came to us was 10 times more than we had. And we understand that attacking us much more difficult, right? Well, it's easier to fight from defense. How could we attack? This is her concept, so I hang up. Because talking to a person who is trying to turn around every single fact. And let's turn to my question. Your Ministry of Defense is telling you to jump from the 9th floor. Your actions.
No, I won't do that.
You must first comply with the order, then appeal it.
I'll take a parachute and jump.
Well, you see, you're kind of using logic. Only from the 9th floor it will not open. It won't have time. What is the force of attraction?
I didn't do well at school.
She doesn't give a damn about you, dude. I think you already understood this yourself. Well, this is how your birthday is going. There is no husband. She went to buy an apartment. I see you didn't like this story.
As it already is.
Or did you like it?
Well, everything has already happened. It couldn't be any other way.
How does it work for you? Of course she doesn't work. Why should she work? Money are dripping. 200k a month. It's just reality. Well, what did you think the interview would be like?
I didn't think, didn't imagine it.
Tell me, I did something wrong?
Everything is the way it is.
What happened? What I'm doing wrong? Tell me.
Each with their own truth.
Tell your truth. You heard my truth.
What is my truth? They told me I did it. I'm just a person who is only in the system. I represent the representative of the Russian Federation, your representatives of the Ukrainian.
Well, this really hasn't happened yet. Husband is in captivity. She doesn't know how is he. What is his status? She doesn't worry about him being taken away or exchanged. She goes and buys an apartment. That is bullshit. This is really trash.
Is it possible to get in touch and say something?
What?
To apply for the list there.
This is what she should do.
Women have never encountered this. She just doesn't know what to do, how
If
to
you
act.
want, I'll tell you one thing. She can find out this information in 1 minute. The apartment she bought on the internet. Choose. And exactly in the same line of Yandex, or whatever kind of cancer you have there, you can write, submit, how to file a prisoner of war. Agree?
Yes.
Why didn't she do this? Because she
Don't
was
know.
busy with the apartment and renovation, some more bullshit. Well, something like that. I didn't come up with it. Because when I call, they tell me, we've been waiting for your call. Thank God you called. I understand that dude is in captivity for another week, or 2 weeks. But 3.5 months is way too much. Well, you understand, 3.5 months. And she say that I felt that you were in captivity. So what have you done to prove it and get you taken away?